So yeah, basically I'm calling you a delusional cunt, but that's fine because most of us are, you know. The perception we have of ourselves, usually inflated, either negative or positive, and you're not being honest with yourself. Everyone is doing it, huh? But if you can be honest with yourself, that gives you a power that hardly anyone has. Do you know why? Because being honest fucking hurts. The truth does hurt. That's not just a saying you hear. It is the truth. Because if you're being honest with yourself, you realise that you can always be a better person, you can always improve. And yes, you are being a lazy degenerate. You sweaty fucking degenerate. Look, bro. Honesty is the hardest thing. Sorry, that's disgusting. I think I just... Honesty is the hardest thing, bro. The times that I've been honest with myself for the longest periods of time is the times that I've been, if I'm being honest, in the most pain. Maybe you're not as interesting as you want to be, attractive, your assets aren't there. You could be more useful. And seeing yourself in a negative light gets yourself down, it can ruin your confidence. And I played back and forth with these mindsets before, through feeding the ego or just taking it how it is. What I discovered is you can definitely be confident and honest with yourself. There is a few ways to do this, my chief. First of all, realize confidence is not ego. Ego can be built off of confidence, but confidence is just knowing you can do something. It's just doing something enough and then knowing you're good at it. Ego is a story you tell yourself about yourself. Ego is, I'm so attractive, I'm gonna get this girl, I'm bloody blah. Confidence is, I can ride a motorbike really well. I know I've got good people skills because of my past experiences. I know I'm a good speaker because of my training in it, whatever. You compare confidence with the right amount of ego and you can have a godlike personality. I say godlike, not like you think you're a god, I mean it's just a good fucking combination. But if ego gets too much, you can actually crumble your confidence eventually. I always like to think the higher the ego, the thinner it gets, and the more likely it's going to fall over. Keep your ego in check, you need a little bit of it, the right amounts. How can we be honest with ourselves but keep the confidence? It's realizing you are never going to be complete, you are never going to be perfect. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't strive for it. Take a look at everyone around you. No matter what they're good at, no matter how far they are still incomplete. They still have so much to add to themselves. Especially the older people, look at them, because you know, in 10 years you could be fucking phenomenal. If you start working now, you could be phenomenal in 10 years, but you'll still have a lot of room to grow, because that's human beings. Huh? I think that's phenomenal. I think that's fantastic. Keep that student mindset. Be honest with yourself, say yes, I'm a bit shit in this area. Maybe I could be better at speaking to these type of people. But you don't have to view that as a negative. You view it as a positive. You've been conditioned to view these things as negatives because we're in such a now mindset because of society, because of how quickly we get things, because of dopamine, right? If you're not the shit now, like you see these fuck boys on TikTok, hopefully you don't have TikTok, but if you do, delete it. You see these ripped guys, you look at your body, I'm not that now, so I'm shit. No, man. You're just not that now. That is not shit. And if you start putting in the work, that's enough to feel confident. Because if you know, it's just logic. Say there's a goal, no matter how far it is in the future, you know, and I need you to say this to yourself, if you put in the work, you will get there. Just say that. If you put in the work, you will get there. Honesty. You're not there now, and that's okay. Because it's going to feel great when you do. And you're enough now because you are choosing to go on that journey. We are conditioned to hate ourselves when we are not something, rather to love ourselves for trying to be something. How fucked is that, man? Trying to be, striving to be, that should be where the confidence comes from. Honesty doesn't have to be a negative thing. It's only just because it's difficult at first. And yes, sometimes when we fuck up, it is going to hurt. But that, like I've mentioned so many times, is growing pain. You're not being honest with yourself because it's easier to be that. But you can reframe your mindset, train it to be better. I appreciate you, Chief. You want my honesty? It's gonna be my birthday soon, and birthdays are very serious for me. It's like a change up in personality, and it's in me embarking in a new year of my life. That's when the year starts for me. In the days leading up, I'm very reflective of everything I've done. Honestly, I could have been better, but honestly, I'm proud of what I've done. A lot of mental work, a lot of physical work. But I'm grateful for you. And honestly, I hope I get better with some of my bad habits. But you know what? The thing that's helped me the most with them is waking up, looking in the mirror and going, and what? There was a time before where if I'd done certain bad habits, it would affect my confidence for a week. I would not be able to get up and give value on this video unless I was feeling 100% like I was doing everything right. But now look at me. I'm honest with myself, but in a positive way. I'm not sad that I'm not something. I'm happy that I'm trying to be something. And that is what it means to be human. Say less. Do more. See you tomorrow, you fucking cunt.